Ew. Sorry about not streaming this past weekend. Hope y'all were doing okay. Had quite a bit of stuff to do on my end. Some unfortunate stuff happened, but you know. Sometimes it takes a while to process, like, certain unfortunate events. I really needed those 2 days off to be sure that everyone around me was doing okay before looking after myself. Even then, how you put it? I guess I've gotten certain weariness on my shoulders, but that'll fade with time. Not like the first time this has happened, but how you put it? At the very least, things were taken care of up until the very end. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. In terms of other news, the other thing that was kind of sad was watching Cody Rhodes give up his championship, like, match at WrestleMania. Oh my gosh. Imagine going through like 30 different people, like beating out some of the most, how I put it, most protected and strongest people in your company, and then giving that up to a guy who just walks in. It's crazy. But I hope he finishes his story. It's such a contrast to how he was acting in AEW. Or maybe it's, how I put it. Actually, no, he didn't really change how he was in AEW. It's just the context change. Because when he was in AEW, he was basically like a guy who started the company. A guy who, if he stayed, would for sure gone championship or something similar. It's too bad he ruled himself out of the heavyweight championship, but I don't know, I felt like there was a way to book around that. If you don't know, back when AEW first started, he challenged Chris Jericho to a fight. And he stipulated that if he lost at, I believe, Double or Nothing to Chris Jericho, he would never challenge for the championship again. His Jericho's World Championship. And lose he did due to interference by MJF, throwing in the towel, I believe. But, and then came a whole debacle about the pandemic, as well as like designing I put it, a mid belt or something like that, which turned into the TNT Championship, which thankfully is being held by Christian right now. But I feel like if he wanted to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, he could have, like, he was still lost to Chris Jericho, but the way they would have ridden around that was to beat Chris Jericho at another Double or Nothing sometime down the line, like the year after or 2 years later. At least that's how I would have booked it. I don't know. When Cody's booking himself, things tend to get a little bit weird. Like, very convoluted in some ways. Yeah. Oh well, that's just a bit of wrestling. It's fun if you follow it, but I can understand why things can get a little bit messy. Anyways, let's get to drawing, because that's been a mess for the last little while. Let me show you why I didn't really stream last week too. This is where I got up to, but before all of that, here is my rough draft. Oh, and this is just reference. I needed to find the colors for Luna, hence why I have their portraits up there. Hopefully I don't get sued. But anyways, so here's what I got initially I think I showed a bit of this on stream. I finally relearned how to draw hands. I need to find where I can buy a model because doing this is very difficult. Or at least like try to find where I can get an anatomical model or something in Unity, for example. But once I understood that, like, fingers are basically like 3 segments, it became a lot easier, and learning how to do the proportions for that. Like, arms are easy, it's just 2 segments like that. And then understand proportions and perspective. Head and neck, just a ball and then straight line, not that bad. Body, it's just one big chunk. But for whatever reasons, hands took way too long due to all those different articulations. So then after I worked on that rough draft, I started trying to do some line work with the G pen and got as far as this. However, even though my line work is pretty sharp, something just wasn't gelling right. So here's like the cleaned up line work, here's the rough draft laid over top. Yeah. So then I went back to my old style with brushwork and got up to here. Oh wait. Oh my gosh, I accidentally did it over my shading. You know what, that's fine. That's okay. This was meant to be only black lines, but I guess I overdid it and hit the wrong layer. That's okay though. So I did the shading over here and then added some colors over top. So I'll probably get around to the coat and the, what's called, like the skin in just a moment. And then the last part was with the background. I don't know how many times I tried this. There was this one, which I can see myself doing, just not on this piece. There's too much empty space on this side. Negative space. So, yeah, I know. I'll call this the Cheeto background. I liked the tool I used for this, though. I believe this was like a type of watercolor. So then I went back and tried out this one over here. I tried to find like a skyline and then sort of get certain cloud formations and stuff like that, but I couldn't get the perspective down, which I was kind of feeling sad about. Same for the colors too. They didn't really... I wanted to include all of the colors of iLuna in here, hence why it's like that. So then I went back to the drawing board one more time and went with this one over here. So, I got inspiration from this from playing through Final Fantasy. Spoilers alert. There is a really cool arena at the very end of the Endwalker expansion. Like the original, not the patches. And you have a dramatic fight at the perfect arena. Like, the only thing comparable to this is probably Infinite Azure from, like, Tekken 7. I really hope they add in that map again, because that was sick. Same for the music. So, what's meant to be is sort of like a watery area, hence why it looks so wavy and ripply. And then you have the sun over here, and it's casting, like... how do I put it? And sort of glaring over here this way. So I can use the glare to represent all the colors of iLuna, basically. And then we'll have Aya being the sun. Well, a star, yeah. So that'll be sick. And also very apropos, considering Aya's like the one closest to like heaven, being an angel or something like that. So again, just to be clear, this is taking inspiration from a scene from Final Fantasy XIV. Check it out if you haven't. It's such a good game, although very long. Only do so at your own peril for your time. So we're gonna keep working at this. I need to add in a bit of red over here. I don't want to show the reference photo exactly because it shows my character in the game. I don't want to reveal that just yet. What's most important is that I know where the lenses or the lens flare is, along with where my zones are for the lighting. So we're just gonna keep going. I think I'll color up Kyo first. I need skin tone. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, this like water dropper tool is so useful. Oh my gosh. Just gotta be careful about like when I'm using it. Honestly, I should probably have this as a separate layer, just in case. Oh, oops. Yeah, let me just do that real quick. There, and the other shading should be fine, though. I might need a separate layer for some of the bangs, though, in order to make it cleaner. I guess in terms of other graduations, I am well aware that Slen pretty much got fired from Nichi Sanji, and I'm still sad about that. There we go. So I need skin shading. Oh, come on. There we go. So that way he stops looking like a ghost. Oh my gosh. There we go. Just gotta be mindful of the ear. Oh, too much with the nose. My main issue with this brushwork is that it looks kind of, the texture seems weird for skin. It works really well for hair. But it doesn't, it looks alien on skin. That's all I can really say about that. it's like weirdly flat in some places. Oh, too much. There we go. Nope, still too much. Anyways, I would like to get back on track with making music. What I think I'll do is try to look at music that's in the public domain, so a lot of like classic music, and then try to make an arrangement for it, which is easier said than done. It'll probably be like, I don't know, 20 versions of like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something like that, which is crazy in its own right. But it's a good way to get practice, I think. That's weird. There we go. Okay, so then comes the clothing. Man, once I get this background done, I've never done a background like this before, so this is all kind of new to me, but it fits in remarkably well for so many reasons. I didn't watch Kyo a lot at start, but I try to tune in whenever him and like the other Niji members do any sort of Final Fantasy stream. If you're wondering about this, I was basically trying to... This is an image that I took. I was trying to find like a suitable background for it, but yeah, it didn't really work out. To get rid of my horizon real quick. There we go. Just gotta double check. Oh. There we go. What the skin tone's looking like that? I guess it is in a darker environment. Very peculiar. Anyways. Oh, gotta be careful about the fingers. Dude looks like he's about to like turn into Human Torch. Get a bat to summon like the God Hand or something like that, and peace out. There should be a joint here. Joint here. Then one more joint here. Another one there. Dude looks like Thanos about to snap. Hold on a sec, I need to change my LED. It's weird, I thought I just changed this out. It keeps scratching my tablet. Like, it's not a deep scratch or anything, it's just kind of annoying. Let me try my old one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Strange. Is that better? I need to work on the line art in this. It's still Like it seems okay before the shading, but afterwards it's hmm. Oh. There we go. Okay. I should go back and adjust the shading on this, because I feel some of these shadows are worth keeping. I just don't know which ones. There we go. Then up. Just. And adjust. Adjust. Okay. Nice. Now then to do the clothing. And then finish up with this over here. It's getting pretty late though. You know, I'll finish off the clothing and then go from there. So thankfully his clothing style is pretty simple. The main part over here is white. Although I'd probably need yeah, more along the grays. Oh, what the heck? I swear it's gonna make him look like a Mormon if I use pure white. Should probably be a bit more tactful with it. There we go. I'll need to go back and do the upper part of that sweater. Nope, too much. Now to adjust. This part's white too, but I know there's a seam around here. And then due to the way the ruffles are, these need to be aligned correctly. Right? Or no. How to do this? Yeah, there we go. Da, da, da. I do need to adjust for where the lighting is coming from. It is head on, so this should not be as bright as it should be. It should be a little bit bright around the edges and not be casting too much of a shadow like that. There we go. So then above this sweater is a yellow. Should be okay to go over the lines a bit like this, so then I'll paint over it anyway. And then there we go. There's a small part here which needs to be blue. Oh my gosh, was I using the wrong layer this whole time? Yes. Oh no, that's bad. I gotta go back. Yeah, I gotta keep going back. Ah, that's embarrassing. Okay, it should be okay though, because it's still within his clothing. Yeah. I'll just need to adjust for later. Ah, that is the worst. Just like that. What the heck? Oh, why am I still in clothing? There we go. Okay. From here, just gotta refine a few things. Oh, what? There we go. That's looking pretty good. Oops. There we go. All right. So next up is that hoodie, and then is there a white piece after? No, it's a blue piece. Okay. Same colors. That wrist. There we go. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay, and then just gotta refine that part a little bit. Oh, too much. There we go. And then there we go. This should be a darker blue. Maybe I got that wrong shade. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is looking a little rough. Hands look okay though. Maybe with shading onto the eyes and eyebrows. Yeah, there we go. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I think it's a little bit fine if I make this blurry. So I don't really need my line work over here. No, too much. There we go. There's probably an easier way to do the nails like that. Let's see. There we go. Oh wait, I'm doing this in my line work. This should be done in skin. There we go. Does it actually shows nail color in the reference images? No, it does not. I guess they're more pink-ish. No, that isn't right either. I'm so obsessed with this. There we go. There we go. The only thing I need to adjust now is the hair, but I think that can wait. It's a pretty solid run. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there then. For the background, I really like how the water works out over here. I'll need to add in some finishing touches as well as like for the lens flare over here. In terms of the main body, it's mostly done. Definitely turned out better than I originally started with, which is nice. I'll need to add a bit more shade over here for the what's called hoodie. But other than that, it's pretty much what I'm going for. Alright, I'm gonna end it there. So I'll probably finish this off stream. Tomorrow I want to start a new project, especially out of consideration for someone coming back, I guess. So I'll get that prepared by tomorrow, probably get some drafts and stuff done, and hopefully get something nice finished. Alright, see ya. Have a good night.